All right, welcome back and welcome to Creeper World IXE Alpha 9. I'm going to play here a new mission and show some new features. So let's do a little building here. Let's get some air defenses going and let's see, I should build another one of these to harvest all this good energy stuff. All right, so picking that up, we've got our air defenses coming in here. Let's build another one of those. Spores come early in this mission. This is just a test mission, and so it's not perfectly balanced or anything. It's just a hodgepodge of stuff that's been thrown in here. Let's build out, continue to build some energy stuff here. See if we can get away with building another one of these guys. These guys shoot down incoming spores. And since I don't have a lot of other defenses stuck around, oh, here they come. Where are they going? Okay, looks fine here and over here. So taken care of, secured. Now, oh, I didn't do anything about this. There's some lava up here that's about to drop through. When it does, it's going to burn through this material, but that's okay. The only reason I might care about that, and here it goes, it's just gonna start a fire and burn through it, is this green area that's lit up here. This is my energy production. So it's burning away the land, which I use for energy production. But that's okay. It's gonna let us get to this without me having to dig down to it. And this is good stuff because we can harvest it and turn it into anti-creeper. So anyway, let's make our dig area here a little bigger, and let's prepare to come in here and build another light down here, perhaps. Maybe right in here. Let's take these guys out. Very good. We'll pick up the rest of this Kirkium energy production, and let's get ourselves an area to work with. Okay, so there's some other good stuff going on in this mission. I've got a lot of things to deal with down here, and an opportunity right here with a special weapon. We got these enemy bots that are moving around. We've got some acid deposits. There's some metal around this. Some stuff to do, but I've got a compressed chamber that's getting more and more compressed because of breeder liquid right here. But I've got some contained anti-creeper here that I could release to assist with an assault. So let's make ourselves a space where we can operate. Let's see if we can. Whoops. Let's see, you're gonna make it. Okay, very good. Let's move this guy a little further down for some, so you can start firing sooner at those spores. And let's finish building out some of our weaponry. Let's build our harvester guy over here. He harvests this anti-creeper ore that this little guy here is making. He'll send that back to our ship, and then we can use it to produce anti-creeper, which we will by building one of these ships. And we're just going to say dump it as it's made. Don't bother waiting for something to shoot at. Just dump it out. So here comes our ore. And then there go our anti-creeper packets to our ship, and then he's just dumping out right there. Now this anti-creeper is kind of reddish, and this is kind of green. That's because this is very dense. It turns slightly reddish as it gets hyper compressed or dense. We have another one of these guys we can build. Get us another gun in range. Let's move our digger over here, maybe. Build a beacon out over here, pick up a little more energy, plus light up this area. And I think we're almost ready to go. We can build another one of these guys if we need him. And all right, let's prepare to assault this chamber. I'm going to release this anti-creeper first, next, and then I'm going to open the chamber so our weapons can fire. Need to press the assault Move in here. Keep pushing. Use this temporary buffer of anti-creeper to push the creeper back. And we get access to this breeder liquid. Our anti-creeper's on it, which means we are producing anti-creeper now. And not so much creeper, just this last little bit over here. Let's push on in. Alright, we've got him on the ropes now. He has no more production here, just what's left over from that. So he is going to be taken care of. Now, what to do next? So these guys here produce the bots. I have to be careful. They keep a minimum, well, a maximum. They attempt to keep a minimum population size. And there's another one down here. And here's where those spores are coming from. I'd kind of like to get to this weapon because he can take care of all these problems for me, but I've got to get to him. So let's see if we can do that. Oh, he hit. That's okay. These spores are a little different than in earlier games. When they hit, they don't just release creeper, they release a patch that produces creeper for a few seconds. So that's extra punishment, but a little extra fun too. So if it lands right on a ship, even if it's surrounded by anti-creeper and even if you're shooting at it, it's still going to damage that ship for just a little bit. Here, this stuff that's moving around right here is acid. It's useful in this current alpha for a couple things. One, it can burn through the metal that is surrounding this area right here. I'm pointing at right here. This is metal. This metal, you cannot dig through it, but acid can melt through it. So if you can get it there, that works. The other thing you could do with acid is mix it with this stuff up here, which is called pixelium. When you mix it, it produces a new compound that destroys creeper. It creates a black pit-like material that flows like a liquid, and when creeper moves over the top of it, it absorbs or destroys the creeper. So that could be useful too. So let's carry on here. Let's keep going south. Maybe let's take out this chamber here, and maybe you know what? Maybe we will come and pick up some of this acid. Maybe we'll even mix it with some pixelium and have that on hand. Now, how do we move things around? Well, one way to do it are with the lorries. I'm going to build 3 of those because I can, and that's a bit of an overbuild. But we'll make it. We'll survive. Yeah, that's more than a little bit of an overbuild. See, these are not building as quickly as they should because we're out of energy up here at the top. We're producing at 4.29, but we don't have any in reserve. And we're still building the ships. They were kind of big ships because they have big tanks on them that have to be built. While it's going though, we can go ahead and dig out the area we might need to operate in. So let's just do that. Bring our guys in range. Up here at the top, you know what? We don't really need our anti-creeper to escape to the surface. So we can leave it compressed here, I suppose. It's okay over here. I mean, I could be, actually, you know what? I could do this. Collect some energy. Even though we're back in the positive here, it won't hurt to have more production. This area is sealed off, so I don't have to worry about anybody getting out. I could use this as an attack vector, as a way to launch an assault, and I may. We were probably going to come back to it. Okay, so here's our acid. Let's move one of the lorries in. Let's pull them one over here, and you can come here and you can say, we're dealing with acid. Let's collect it. And once he finishes moving, he will siphon up however much his tank can hold. You can see that filling up. Okay, very good. Let's just move it up here maybe. We'll just take it to the pixelium, see what happens. Might not work. I don't know. Could be some bugs. We are going to need somebody who can do a little bit of digging. Let's move you over here. And while he's there, we will just need to open up this chamber a little bit, like so. Then we can come here and drop what we're holding, and it's reacting, and it turned into that material I told you about, the pit material. Now, you know, it's below this pixelium still, so I kind of need to get this pixelium out of the way if I want to pick it up. So I could collect pixelium, so move it some other place. Maybe we'll dig a spot for it right here. I don't want to lose it. It's useful stuff. You can drop it on top of breeder and it can form a skin that prevents breeding. While that's going, let's continue kind of digging away this sand. This sand flows, right? So as I dig it, it creates kind of like a little avalanche. So there are options when you do that, when you paint, if you want to keep it. So I could paint an area that doesn't disappear when it's excavated, so we continue to dig that area. Or for a small area, you can just like click in an area and hold the mouse button down, and it will continuously dig there even as other sand flows into it. So that can be useful when you're dealing with a little avalanche type situation, but not a big one. For a big one, you might just want to paint the whole area and say keep it persistent. You can come back later and erase the area. I'm just digging this out here so that I can put a beacon right here. I'd really like to take that spore launcher out. It requires me to keep these guys around. All right, so our anti-creeper has done this work of cleaning this chamber out down here for us. And I want to take some more of this acid, and I want to burn in through here. Maybe, you know what, we've got a creeper problem coming up this way, but if I don't go this way, it will stop at the stone. I can come around this way to the left from the left, and get in here this way, and not have to worry about all these bots and stuff streaming out this way. So let's move in this way. We got to get our guys in range. This guy here, this digger, we can bring down here so he can do his good work. Let's go drop off our pixelium over here. Thank you, Adobe Acrobat was successfully updated. Just what I wanted during my video. All right, and let's go back. Pick up the rest, collect pixelium. It has a range, finite range, of course. And there's some range indicators and other UI things I'll no doubt add over time. Let's go here, drop it when he arrives, and then we can come back and pick this stuff up and decide what we want to do with it, or if we want to do anything with it. Okay, excellent. Come back here, collect. You know what, I could stand to build another one of these collectors. We could produce anti-creeper a little quicker. We're actually not producing it quickly enough. You can see our tank here at the top is emptying out in our AC store, and we've got a lot of the pink stuff here that's not being picked up, but two of them will, I think, do the trick here based on the production rate of this guy. Okay, so what did I say I was going to do? I was going to grab some of this. I'm going to need some of this. We are going to move in this direction. Let's make our paint area tool larger. Oh no, we're just going to take a hit here. We managed it. He took a little damage there. He'll repair. I'm going to dig out a chamber here because I want to move some... I want to move my ships into this area. So what this means is, let's see, we've got coverage up here, which we want to keep. I don't think we need this guy up here. I think he can relocate some area further down. Yeah. By coverage, I'll move him forward here in just a minute because we want our big guys on the front line. He's going to take out that beacon. That's not going to be pleasant if he does. I think it just held on. Okay. And yeah, we want everybody down here. Let's build out another beacon over here, perhaps. We can go in, I guess, just about anywhere. I just need to pick a spot. I want to drill down because I'm going to release some of that acid onto an area. And it's going to burn through it. And it looks like that's going to create a pathway for these bots. And that means they're all going to come out. They're all going to figure that out in time, and they're going to come through here and this direction. So we need to be prepared for that. Oh, it's kind of an all hands on deck situation. So I'm sort of flush on anti-creeper. That's not going to make any difference, or not much difference with those bots. We can build some more beacons to make sure we have plenty of energy. Now I can't dig through this, but like I was mentioning earlier, this acid can burn through it. So we will move him here, prepared to release that acid. Let's seal off this chamber. We don't need all of our anti-creeper pooling down here. That's being produced up here. We want it flowing this direction because there's not that much creeper in there. It's not that bad. I mean, it's worse in these other chambers, but not quite at such a high pressure here. That was scary. All right, he must have made it all the way up here. This one, I think, is providing adequate coverage in this area. We've got this stuff. I wonder what would happen if after we release the acid we just dumped that stuff down there. At least it would be down here absorbing. So yeah, let's try that. Let's get him in position. Let's make a little slope even, maybe. He's got a little bit of a trip to get there, but it's okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. We've got portals too. So these packets that are taking a while to get here, production packets, the ones that come directly out of the ship, can instantly come out of one of the portals when I build it. So there's no reason to build two of them, one right next to your ship and then another one later. You can just build one. But if you'd like to move ships through, then obviously you need two portals. So let's just do that. Let's build one. Let's make a little more room here. I'm nervous at putting it right on the front lines. If the bots break through, then it's not good. So let's at least put him back here, maybe. Now, of course, first one being built, packets have to go there. There's no portal network for them to hop through. Hopefully this works. This stuff was very recently added. So he's built. So now, in theory, as things are needed, they will by the the energy packets will come out of the nearest source, be that the ship or the portal. So as these guys, yeah, so here's our refreshment packets coming in to take care of that little spore that dropped right on top of my ship. Now, if I wanted to evacuate these ships quickly, I can't right now. So let's say I just wanted to move ships quickly between these areas. So let's put one here, maybe. He will build. By the way, in the course of this game, some of these weapons and some of these things that you see, they're not all available, obviously, at the beginning of your story adventure. They are things that you uncover or purchase, some at great expense or danger. So now, let's say I want to move this little guy here up to here. So his packets go into the portal there, they come out of the portal here. So moving back, same deal. So you can get between these two locations quickly. Now, if you wanted to move a portal, portals are relocatable, so you can relocate a portal. But if you wanted to relocate a portal quickly, you would need at least 3 portals, so that the portal that you're moving could move through the portal network. So portals packets could move through or into one portal and out of another. So with 1 portal, you can resupply quickly. With 2 portals, you can move ships quickly. And with 3 portals, you can rearrange your portal network more quickly, if that makes sense. So let's quit messing around here and get into some trouble. Let's release that acid and see what happens here. See if we can get it to burn through. I think it is. Anti-creeper sitting on top of it, and there we go. I think, yep, it looks like it's working on the metal. Gonna punch through, and then we're gonna have, yep, weapon line of sight now. The bots have noticed. They're on their way. That will take cannon fire. Let's clear some stuff out of the way. Let's get this guy out. I said I was going to drop this pit as well. Let's drop it down there and let it flow where it will and see if it can help us out. All right, down it went. Here comes the army. We got to deal with them. Yeah, we got a lot of cannons. We got them in. We caught them all in the crossfire here of our cannons. Excellent. They're still going to march in at a regular interval as they're produced. So we dealt with the initial collection, but we've still got to do something about the ones that are marching after us. Now you notice my packets are flowing into this guy. This guy right here, the Darkling, the thing I wanted to really get to. It takes a huge amount of energy, but it can do a devastating amount of damage to bots or enemies. So he just charged up. That means he's ready to fire. That means I can, let's just pick a nearby target, like right there, and then turn him on. And he just blew up that emitter. Let's excavate that out right there and set a target right here, maybe a little bit closer down. If I turn him on, he will damage these bots as they walk into the beam. Now he is draining energy at an incredible rate. You can see the whole visual for the unit is a tank, and it's going down right now. So I'm not going to leave that permanently on. It's just going to take too much energy, and it drains the energy faster than it can recover. What I really need to do is figure out how to get a better line of sight so that it can shoot at more things. One of the ways to do this, though, oh yeah, let's turn him on. That will buy ourselves some time to relocate some of our cannons, some of the things that do the shooting for us. Excellent. I can turn him off, conserve energy. Now our cannons can take things out. That will allow us an opportunity to do some digging here, some excavating, to build another beacon. All right, excellent. We got some. Our anti-creeper's doing a fine job too. Look at this. It's just pushing down through here. Of course, we need a strategy. You know what? Why don't, instead of taking these things on one at a time, why don't I just take the source out? And it looks like I can do that. I can get a shot if I just dig through here. It looks like I might be able to just blow up the source. Take out two of the things that I'm hating in this mission. Both of these enemy producers. That's what we need to do. Let's do that. So I need this guy closer. Not too close, because it looks like this is this area right here that the bots make it to, and we don't want them to touch. Oh, this lava is in our way though. Maybe we can do this. Let's dig a chamber for it to flow into. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just dig an area out for it. We just need it to get out of the way. A little bit more. I might actually do it. The beacon's not quite close enough. Let's see. Changing my mind as I dig. Let's see if we can do that. I don't want these bots to think they can sneak up around the corner and go take that beacon out. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Now this is some heavy creeper in here, but I've got some heavy anti-creeper. So let's do it. You know what? I should have already done this. That looks like it might be line of sight already. Just clean that up. Let's turn him on. Boom. There you go. No more bots. And this creeper is being cut by the beam as well. Our anti-creeper is going to do some good work here. Now, let's just let the anti-creeper do the work, see what happens. Well, the creeper's kind of pushing back. So I could try to dig here and get a shot on him. Could do that. Maybe we could do this. Let's see. I've got this other unit. It is a repeater. Let's let him build. You can fire the beam into it, and then you can fire a beam in a different direction. So let's position him here. Let's hook him up here, and then use him to set the target. Let's go all the way across, right? We want to cut that creeper to there. Now when I turn him on, it'll fire the beam, charge him up, and then he will fire. Boom. Target eliminated. And we are also cutting this creeper as it falls through here. At great expense, of course, but it might be worth it. Sometimes it is. This is a fine... Well, no, there's breeder up here. I see that. Let's just let that go for a little bit. That's what our energy's for, right? We're making it, I think, fast enough at this point, and we can even build out a little bit more. But we don't need it now, so let's turn him off. We just need some visibility, so let's get that going. See if we can take this out. Then there is this chamber. Of course, we know how we want to deal with that now, don't we? We want to use this guy. We want to use the Darkling to address the situation. How could we... Is there a way to use the beam maybe to deal with this stuff? Or I know. Let's do this. I'm making this up. Sorry, I'm making this up as we play here. Let's come here and let's dig some chamber-like area. I want to get this lava out of my way. Let her drain into here. Okay. Good enough, I guess. And then I wonder, can I... go from the lowest area? I want to drain this stuff out. Now the creeper's going to want to come with it, but I want the breeder to come out of there. Oh, the breeder is flowing to the bottom of the lava. That's, we kind of want it. We want it touched by our anti-creeper. We can maybe deal with that. It doesn't matter. I think we're producing plenty as it is, but let's see. Oh, some of it has flowed over here. It's fine in the lowest spot, right? That's going to make its way all the way over here. What is going on over here? Is this just, oh, this is just residual, I guess. Maybe. Not even. Well, let's send in the fleet to take care of that. Gonna take a area here and let that lava on the top run off, and now our good anti-creeper can come here and look at this little, I don't know if you can see it on the video, this little wave of reddishness that's coming out of there as this is producing. This is filled with anti-creeper now and going to push out, and it's really going to push back up on this, and there's, looks like there might be a tiny little bit left up here that was producing. Yeah, so this is essentially done now. He has no way of refreshing his creeper here, and it's a matter of time before our anti-creeper takes it out. This is clean over here. This area up in here is going to fill with our anti-creeper as well. We have only this chamber here to deal with. So I guess let's do it. We can go here, here, perhaps. I've got 5 of these. I got tons of these repeaters. So let's light her up. Very good. Let's come over here now. See if we can... I will be relocating. All right, that's a small amount of creeper in there. So I'm going to clear this whole area out. Whole area. Build a beacon over here. Let's okay, we've got some stuff scattered around here. Most of it doesn't matter too much. These guys, though, where's our big ship? Let's bring him closer in. These guys have the lathes on them that do the digging, so that's speed up the excavation here. Okay, and move him here because we need to dig up here, light it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to fire a darkling beam straight up into this chamber. This is an assault from the bottom, which is perilous at best, but with that darkling, I think it should be at worst entertaining. We don't need this shelf here anymore. Clear it out. what I'm doing is getting things in position in the event there is what you might think of as a catastrophic failure and bots come out of here, or the creeper in here is pretty denser than mine here, so we could have a problem with creeper. So I'd just like to get some ships in position, but you know what, they can't be in the way of the beam. That beam will cut right through these ships as well, so we have to be careful with that. So we're going to fire here, and then what? I guess the most conservative is just dig this. Put ourselves a spot right there. Let's set target here. Set target here, and then build another one here at the end. Hook it up. There we go, and then he can fire up in there. He will fire like so. I don't want to destroy this thing. It's good for me, point-wise, this top left up here, but all right, I don't have anybody in the way. Nobody's going to get cut in two, except for the bots that try to come out of here. So let's turn it on. Bing, 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 active, and then excavate. There we go. Nice. Beam of death. Right, very good. Very good. Let's build one more. Would not hurt if my portal was over here, would it? Let's see if we can do that without messing up too much. In the meantime, packets are going to have to come all the way from the ship till he's here. Then he can pick up the slack. Leaving the beam on. When the beam fails and is empty, then the bots are going to come out, but I've got my ships nearby. Their cannons can deal with taking the bots out. Make sure they get a good line of sight here. I'm just working down the creeper in this chamber with this small entryway and the beam. So yeah, here's what I'll do. I will move him here. I will hook him up here, and then I'll have him ready to fire in this direction. I like to do a thing like that, but I'm going to have some light to do it. Let's see if we can do it this way. Over here on the right, build another beacon. And then excavate just the corner here. I don't want him to fall down over here. Up here. Okay, that might do the trick if we can. All right, we are fresh out, so let's turn him off while he recharges. Take this opportunity to redo stuff here. I'm gonna need to get rid of that land. Once he's charged, I can turn it on and blow that guy up. And we just did a number on the creeper in that chamber during this process. Almost there. You can see on the unit itself how charged it is, and then there's a bar here in the top left corner. Preparing to activate. Say goodbye to the bots. Goodbye, bots. All right, let's turn him off and relocate this guy right here. At the target, like right there, maybe. I don't know, maybe something like that. And fire. Oh, whoops. I just plugged right through, took the front end of the ship off. That's okay. You know what? Let's just move him, because it's just a race to victory at this point. We have everything in our advantage. We have the ships, we have the beams, we have the anti-creeper. He has no bots. His only way of creating creeper is with this breeder terrain. Oh, I keep landing my ships right in the beam. Foolish me. That's okay. They can partially operate with partial hull. We do need more beacon stuff here, so let's do that. And we're already taking the breeder land here. There's a frozen spiral of it. So yeah, there we go. Our beam's not even doing anything anymore. We can turn him off. I could of course build another one right here and then fire straight up the middle. But our ships are going to get the job done before I get the chance. Alright, so there you go. This is the state of the alpha. There's been a lot of changes, as you can see from the previous video, and there are a lot more things to come. This is just sort of me getting what I think is the baseline game in place and tweaking the rules and discovering things along the way. We've got more chemistry coming in the future, and more enemies and more weapons. So there we go. Let me let this last a little bit. I don't want to cut it short. I want to get the last little bit so we can get the creeper down to 0. 0. Down here in the bottom right, little creeper C:0. It's being made somewhere, and I don't know where. It's spike. I'll have to figure that one out later. But anyway, thanks for watching.